My boss asked me to lie to the investors, so I told the truth to our staff instead. There I was, hands deep in the world's biggest, smelliest pile of corporate bullcrap, my mouth wide open in disbelief as my boss asked me to do something so corrupt it'd make even the most morally bankrupt Wall Street hedge fund manager blush. Let me set the stage for you. It's a brisk Monday morning, my head is pounding from a cocktail of coffee and cold medicine, my inbox is a hot mess of unread emails, and I'm just trying to keep my sanity in a company that makes human decency feel like an optional luxury. And then, in walks my boss, a character so slippery he makes a Neil covered in motor oil seem tacky. A shiny bald head, his insipid grin tucked under a thin mustache that looked like it had been glued on by a drunken Picasso. This guy's ethical compass was so skewed it was practically spinning. "Jim," he said, slapping a meaty hand on my shoulder, "I need you to doctor the Q2 financials. Make him look pretty for the investors." My blood ran cold. This was the kind of request that took a detour around Normal Street and went straight down Crime Alley. The kind of favor that could put you in a white-collar prison, exchanging Netflix binges for soap-dropping etiquette. This was a one-way ticket to legal purgatory. Was I just going to go along with it, like the spineless yes-men populating the rest of this drab office? Not today. Today, my backbone had evolved from gelatin to tempered steel, and I wasn't about to fold for some corporate crook. That afternoon, in the suffocating formality of a planned company-wide meeting, I took the stage. My heart pounded against my chest, a restless jackhammer hell-bent on escaping the chaos I was about to unleash. A brown box filled with my belongings sat on my desk, a silent promise of my impending exodus. My pulse was hammering as I took the stage. I could feel the room's anticipation as they awaited a standard presentation, something about synergy or quarterly profits. But the presentation they were about to witness was anything but standard. I opened with a broad stroke, not to scare them off, but to reel them in. "Ladies and gentlemen," I began, the words slicing through the artificial air. "We are at a crossroads, a moment of reckoning that demands truth and transparency, a moment that challenges our integrity and everything we stand for." My boss shifted uncomfortably in his seat, no doubt expecting something significantly less dramatic. "Now, I'm not talking about sales targets or market shares," I continued. My voice was calm, collected, a chilling contrast to the grenade I was about to throw. "I'm talking about our very values, our ethics, the soul of our company." People leaned in, eyebrows raised, whispers echoing around the room. I was asked today to compromise our collective integrity, to manipulate our Q2 financial reports to present a more convenient picture to our investors. The gasps were audible, the shock palpable. My boss looked like a deer in headlights, a cornered animal with nowhere to go. "I want to be clear," I said, my voice reaching every corner of the room. I refused. I refused because it's not just wrong. It's an insult to every honest effort we've ever put into our jobs. We deserve better. We deserve respect. And we deserve leaders who put ethics above profits. The silence was deafening. The air in the room hung heavy with the reality of my words, sinking into the minds and hearts of the staff present. "And so, I am stepping down from my position," I said, a sense of relief flooding over me. "I will not be a part of an organization that encourages deceit and corruption. I urge each one of you to reconsider your positions here, too, because we are better than this. You are better than this." The room fell into a silence so heavy, it felt like we were buried under an avalanche of pure shock. My boss was spluttering, his face a breathtaking color of ripe tomato, but I was done caring about the egos of power-hungry crooks. As I calmly walked out of the room, carrying my box of belongings like a soldier shouldering his gear, the shocked silence was broken only by the clatter of my resignation letter hitting the table. To my utter surprise, and I suspect to the apoplectic bosses as well, I wasn't the only one packing up. The domino effect was extraordinary. One by one, courageous souls stood up, leaving behind their roles in a company now tainted with the stench of corruption. The rat was out, and the ship was sinking. It was a spectacle that would make the greatest of whistleblowers wet their pants in sheer envy. Not because I enjoyed causing chaos or tarnishing the name of a man who'd lost his way. No, it was because of the sheer display of human integrity that followed. In a world where moral decency had taken a back seat, this was a reminder that people were capable of standing up against corruption. So yeah, fuck that guy. Moral of the story, don't be a greedy, conniving dick, and the probability of keeping a happy and productive staff will be way up. Anyway, see you later. Wowzers. Studies show that most people do what they are told by an authority figure, even when it is completely immoral, and sometimes even illegal. It is refreshing to hear a story like this. What do you think? What would you have done in this situation? Let us know in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.